Look.
We've got an NFC South rematch where Atlanta can continue their dominance over Carolina. The Falcons can run the series record to 11-2 in the last 13. Coming up on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is in uptown Charlotte, North Carolina at Bank of America Stadium. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one between the Atlanta Falcons and the Carolina Panthers. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Now Ryan. And that's taken in. It's B.C. Johnson. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. So, Charles, defensively here, you're going up against a veteran quarterback. He's got a lot of know-how, a ton of savvy, but a guy who's not the most mobile of quarterbacks. What's the plan of attack?
You spend all week pumping up your defensive front. Your defensive tackles, your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that go after the quarterback the most, because you know that he's not going to run and beat you consistently throughout the game. You can rush more aggressively off the edge and even up the middle, because even if he evades you, he's not going to go very far. You have a lot more confidence going after him in the pocket.
Ryan got this complete to the tight end Pitts. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Call it a pickup of 3, and also now likely a punt on their opening drive. And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. On play action, Lawrence. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. He's got him in, complete. And all the way down to the 42. A big play there for Carolina. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They go play action with Lawrence. He's got his tight end. It's Tommy Tremble. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And this is caught inside the 5. And he'll take it across for a Panthers touchdown. DJ Chark. 37 yards, and the Panthers are going to take a first quarter lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Falcons offense making their way onto the field. Let's take a look at the playoff picture coming into the weekend in the NFC. And I tell you, 4 weeks still to go, and everything is wide open, and it's fun.
And I know we always talk about, well, if the playoffs were to begin today, and then we kind of go, okay, but they're not. Let's see how it plays out. Wouldn't it be fun to play with this playoff lineup right now? Because to me, just about anyone can win this whole thing out of this grouping we currently have. And by the time we get there, it may look entirely different.
They'll run on first down. Patterson, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, Ryan. And he will find Ridley on the left side. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Ryan. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Dante Jackson picks it. And the Panthers are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. Lawrence from his end zone. And his throw here is incomplete. These two teams, you might recall, met back in mid-season, Week 8 to be exact. And it was the visiting Panthers who came away with the victory in that one. So now they look to take the season series here at home in Charlotte. And got his man complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. Play action. It's Lawrence. Open man left side. It's the tight end Trimble. They go play action now. Lawrence. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. DJ Chark with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Panthers have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
On second down now, it's Patterson, and they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. Touchdown, Falcons! Kyle Pitts, 78 yards. And the Falcons have cut it to within a score. Crew able to connect on the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And the Falcons score to cap it off. And a fair catch taken here at the 5-yard line. Huh, interesting. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams on defense. They may blitz more in the beginning to get them.
And that's caught inside the 35. And it's a big play there as he is finally taken down on what will be a terrific final act of this first quarter. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. There's Trimble, the tight end. A gain of 6 there on first. This is a 2nd and 4, ball at the 9. Caught on the slant, and he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Tommy Tremble, his 25th touchdown, tying him at Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Panthers add on to their lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. Now a hit and a loose football, and the Panthers have recovered. So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes. They're going to be looking for some answers, and quickly.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Jeff Smith, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Williams to return. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minutes.
Oh, and now some space to operate. And finally out of bounds just inside the 10. A big play there on the catch and run. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. They're only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Now it's Ryan. Got a man, it's Patterson, complete. Touchdown, Falcons! Cordero Patterson with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Falcons get a bit closer. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And the end result, an Atlanta touchdown. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. Here comes the field general leading his offense back. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they, if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one. And I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They're guarding against the upset.
To throw again on 2nd down. Lawrence. This is Smith with a grab. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That caught by Tremble. And the Panthers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. Now Lawrence to throw. Caught on the slant. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Tommy Tremble, his 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. A About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Here's Patterson. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. Ryan. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Josh Allen in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Panthers will take over now 1st and 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And he'll let this one go deep for choke. And that's caught inside the 35. And down inside the 10 at the 9. A big play there for Carolina. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. Now Lawrence. Toward the pylon, caught. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Tommy Trimble with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year. And the Panthers are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And a rout is on here in this first half. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Matt Ryan and the Falcon offense set to get going again. And how does he rally the troops, so to speak? He's played well, but they're down big on the scoreboard. How does he get his guys going?
To make sure they understand it's not a me game, it's a team game. Everyone has to come together. Everyone has to...
Rush coming, and he's taken down. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Ryan, and that is incomplete.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for Atlanta. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. 47-yard punt, a return of 4. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it? And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. A big connection on that one. 39 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. The fumble on 1st down now. Here's 2nd down. Looking to throw, Lawrence.
Let's just call it.
I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play.
After review play, the rule on the field is reversed.
So that challenge, a successful one. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Falcons say they have it. They do. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Following the fumble recovery, it's Ryan. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And finally out of bounds all the way down at about the 2. A big play there just before halftime. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Now Ryan. This to Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kyle Pitts with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Falcons get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Chark as the first half is winding down. And the Panthers would extend their lead here just before halftime. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the rout is on here in this first half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. As they'll take over with just 13 seconds to go before the break. And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to be taken down about a yard shy of the first at the 29. So we've reached halftime. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And wow, the fair catch was signaled for and taken inside the 5-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they get the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
Looking to speed things up here with some tempo. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Lawrence will throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Lawrence. Short throw hauled in by Trimble. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. And now they're in the hurry-up. From the 44, Lawrence. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Smith. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here's Lawrence to throw. This one into the hands of Burton. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. On play action, Lawrence. He's got his tight end, Burton. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Trey Burton, his first touchdown on the year. And the Panthers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Josh Allen able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. After the sack on 1st down, Ryan Johnson's got it complete. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. And, Charles, for this defense, they're a confident bunch. Some may say maybe too confident at times. How do you think that they approach a game like this when they're taking on a team that's lost 4 straight?
Well, if they're anything like their head coach, you know they're relying on that confidence. You and I both were sort of...
And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Josh Allen getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Look at DJ Chark as he and the rest of the offense head back out. A monster game so far, 3rd quarter. He is lighting up the stat sheet.
And so many times when you see these types of games, you hear about the quarterback, or we talk about the quarterback throwing guys open, putting it in the right spot. How about some credit for the receivers, though, who find ways to get open, whether they uncover late in a route, or they get open early, but they just always find a way. And he's having that type of a game.
Yeah, he's been nearly impossible to cover. 7 yards to pick up there. And the offense moving quickly to the line. They go play action with Lawrence. Complete. Smith has it. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Tommy Trimble with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the 2nd most in a single year. And the Panthers have taken a 6-touchdown lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Falcons ready to take over. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
On second down, it's Patterson. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got just pin their ears back and get after him now.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They run with Patterson. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. These two teams, they met in Charlotte earlier in the year with the Panthers coming out on top. So a win here in Charlotte would give them the season sweep. On 2nd and 9, Ryan. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Ryan. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
After what they've faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, that has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The possession of the football goes over to Carolina. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
They're going to hurry back to the line now. On 2nd and inches, Lawrence. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. DJ Chark there to make the grab. And the Panthers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their own 23. Throwing to start the drive. Ryan. And this one too low. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Going up top. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Throwing again, Ryan. Ryan hit, and he lost the football. And the Panthers have recovered.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. And quickly, they get to the line. got it. Touchdown, Panthers. DJ Chark there to make the grab. And the Panthers are on their way to a sensational 13-0 start as they extend their lead here. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 23. Throwing to start the drive. Ryan. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Meanwhile, Ryan's throw here on target to Hurst. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now Ryan. Johnson with a burst, a 1st down and more. And he'll be taken down at the 26.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And that will be taken in by Ridley for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Falcons get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Extra point by Koo, up and good, as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Carolina getting set to take the field. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And that'll be incomplete. The flag was down, so they took a shot, thinking it's on the defense. Let's see. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
Ryan. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. On 1st down, Ryan. Got this complete to the tight end Pitts. That catch good for only a couple. Throwing again on 2nd down. Ryan right back to Pitts again. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Ryan. And he's got Hurst, his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there.
Good protection there on 3rd down. This is just a simple flip to his tight end outside the numbers. And he's able to haul it in and pick up the 1st down.
Again, Ryan. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Throwing now, Ryan on first down. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Shaq Thompson making his presence felt on the sack. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. Throwing on second and long. Ryan, that's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And the Falcons score to cap it off. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go.
Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they've got the big lead here in the fourth. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. The partner, this offense 12-0 now on the year following their latest victory. And during the week, a lot of folks making comparisons between this squad and the 1985 Bears. You know, they too were 12-0 at this juncture of the season before losing on a Monday night 38-24 to the Dolphins at the Orange Bowl way back on December 2nd of 85. But then they never lose again en route to winning Super Bowl 20.
And when you look back on it, partner, didn't it almost feel like a setup game? Because they were playing the Dolphins, and the Dolphins were protecting their franchise's undefeated season of 1972, that team. And you know what that team does. They love to celebrate the fact that they still are the only one to get through an entire NFL season that way. That was Dan Marino's 3rd year, playing under the great Don Shula, and they were motivated to keep that franchise's record intact.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Play action. It's Lawrence. He wants it all for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And the Falcons are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
From the 22, Ryan. Throw over the middle, going to be caught here by Pitts. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
48 Mike. You got nothing today. You got nothing.
Now Ryan on first down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. 2nd and 9.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Check 48's the mic. Check 48's the mic. I'm coming.
From midfield now, here's Ryan. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. To throw again is Ryan. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And the Panthers are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. Now, he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
And Ryan's throw into the hands of Pitts here. And all the way down inside the 25 before he gets out of bounds. A big play that time on the catch and run. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. One last shot for Ryan. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game.